Hey guys, in this video I want to show you how to blend clay. I know I mentioned it in the last video, but it was going a bit too fast for anybody to really pick up on that. So in this video I'm going to show you how I do it in real time and just spend some time with you here. I need to do this because I'm literally making the last little piece to cover my King Cobra, the new one I'm working on. And I'm using, this is chocolate Sculpey 3 and this is tan Sculpey 3. This blending technique was developed by Judith Skinner. It's referred to as the Skinner blend actually. Now what I'm going to do is, this is about how long I want my piece to be for the pasta machine. And I'll show you how to do it if you ain't got a pasta machine too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make two of these, pretty much the same length. The reason I'm doing it like this is because it'll be easier to make my rectangle. So I just kind of squish it flat so it'll go through the pasta machine a little easier. Now if you don't have a pasta machine, take a jar or something and roll these out short ways, I guess, or like this, not long ways, because you don't want it to go longer. You want it to have a little bit of, so you can make you a rectangle. You'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to send these through the pasta machine on the largest setting. You have something like this. And this. Okay. Now I'm like really picky, so I'm using a roller. You don't have to do this. But I want a clean edge. And what I want to do is I want to make a rectangle. So kind of like, I guess the easiest way is just to lay them on top of each other, like so. Compress these together to where they pretty much stay together. And the way it blends, you fold it in half this way, long ways. And all the blending activity is going in direction like this. So this area of clay right here will never make it over here, because I'm just folding it like this again and again. Now another thing, if you want a solid blend, basically where you don't have beige, or I mean tan, and you don't have, or I think that's beige, I'm not sure. Say you don't want either beige or chocolate, but like a combination of both, then do it like this, because you're going to have a little bit of beige on this heavy end of chocolate and a little bit of chocolate on this heavy end of beige. Now if you want definite colors on each end, like if you want a little bit of chocolate to remain, do it like this, where you have a little bit on both sides. Now me, in my situation, I want it to be like this. I want chocolate to remain somewhat on this end and a lighter beige on this end. So what you do is you kind of press it like this. You fold it over. Now I want to explain something here. I watched a lot of tutorials on how to do this, and not too many people, there's not much control going on here. It doesn't really, you just fold it over, right? Like this. And you can make it neat like this. See how I just kind of like made it into a rectangle again? It's okay to do that, to like fix the edges. You're not going to mess it up, because remember, you're only blending in directions like this. So if you clean it up along here, you're not going to hurt nothing. Okay, so I'm going to send this through the pasta machine like I just did the other log, the two logs I just made before this. If you don't have a pasta machine, use your jar, but roll it like this. You want it to grow this way, not this way, so you can fold it again. So I'm going to put this through my pasta machine. Just make sure it's flat when you put it in your pasta machine, and then, you know, run it through on the largest setting. This is what you're going to wind up with. Now notice how it kind of bows out in the middle. It's just the way the clay does. It always does that. So what I like to do is fold this over the best you can. See how like that's really not, just bunch it together, like fix it. You can squish the edges in a little bit to keep your length, because it's going to squish whenever you roll it through. It's going to squish. So now I got this again. Okay, I'm going to put it through the pasta machine one more time. Now it's going to seem like it's not doing anything, but that's fine. We're going to keep doing this right here. Oh, when you send it through the pasta machine, always put the fold part down and the two ends facing up. That way any air will move out. But I just folded it over. Now I'm going to put, you got to keep control of this as you go. I'm noticing a lot of people, they just send it through there and it gets all large and weird looking, and there's no control anymore, and you don't have a very accurate blend. So and don't worry about how it looks. It's going to do some crazy things while you're doing this. It's just how it does. So let me quit gabbing and get this through several more times. Actually, it's getting a little long again, so I just push it in on the ends. It's not going to hurt nothing. Notice I'm taking the time every time to make sure it looks good before I put it back through. That keeps it from turning into that large mess that a lot of people wind up with. Sure, they blend, it blends and everything, but I just think this is better. Control is always better when you're working with something, as opposed to, you know, not having control. Okay, you notice how it's kind of bleeding through a little bit? It's starting its blend. So I'm going to fold it. Once again, it's getting long, so I'm squishing the ends here. Notice how I'm doing whatever I can to kind of keep it under control here. Don't be so in a rush to send it through that machine, because if you take your time, your work always turns out better. The reason I'm showing you this is because I'm going to be doing a lot of blending here in the future, and I also want to start a new playlist. I'll probably call it Getting Started, because I got all these neat ideas for clay projects and really no guide on how to get going. So this is, see how that kind of looks real weird right there? Don't worry about that. You can see how it's starting to blend. But by the time I'm done with this, I want you to see the amount of control that I have on the blend, and I think it'll make a difference. To shrink that up, I just noticed if you do like that, bow it up in the middle, and then kind of just, it's perfect. Once again, send it through. Okay, we're starting to get a blend here. And I'm doing my best to kind of keep it organized and under control. It's actually a small little blend, so it's kind of awkward and to, you know, keep it doing what it needs to do. See how I made it a rectangle again? Normally right about now, other people, they'd have like this weird shape, and to me that's just not very much control. And the result of keeping control is way better, in my opinion, anyways. Figured this would be cool doing a video that's not in time lapse and just actually showing you something, talking with you, not doing no voiceover or whatever. See, now it's really, the blend is really starting to show up here. Starting to really look good. Keeping it from going too long on me, because it'll go all the way across your pasta machine. The length. It's just how it does when you know, roll this clay out. The more you blend, or the more times you send it through, the smoother the blend will start to show. At the end of this video, I'm gonna include a photo showing like another example of maybe a different color, because there's also what they call the Skinner roll. It's basically, it's the same thing as this, but you roll up your result into a log. It's starting to look really good. This will finish up my Cobra, and I am super glad to be done with it. And when you see how it looks, especially using this blending technique, it takes the blandness out of the clay, adding a lot more to it. Now look at that. Look at that blend. How beautiful. Beige or tan, chocolate. Perfect blend in between. Pretty much on both sides. That is a blend well done. I mean, it's really not hard to do this. And you can still blend, you know, not like taking your time and doing it like I'm doing. But like I said, I want to show you any little tips or tricks, and I think this is the strong point of this video, showing you how to keep it in the shape of a, you know, a rectangle. Don't allow it to go like all crazy. If you need to make it longer, if you send it through the pasta machine like this, like you've been sending it through, on a smaller setting, it'll grow larger this way. If you send it through like this, through the pasta machine, it'll grow like this. But to make it like custom, like say you want to make this end wider and kind of leave this alone, use a glass jar like this or something, or a polymer clay roller. I don't have one. You can leave this area alone. But look at that. Absolutely beautiful. The color, you know. This is a very decent blend right here. And I'll show you some photos, or a photo at the end of another color. And what I'll do is, I'll show you the blend like this with another color, and another two colors actually. And then what I'll do is I'll roll it up. All you do is just roll it up into like a tight, like you're rolling up a what, buddy? Hold on a minute. And you roll it up, and then you cut the end off. Remember, always wait for the clay to cool, or like a day or so before you go cutting on a cane or something. I really appreciate y'all for watching this. This is actually the piece of clay I need to finish my project that I've been working on and been taking forever. Sorry about that, everybody. Just, you know, my mind's been kind of busy. And actually, I would like to know, I want to start a vlog, and since I got you on you know, listening and everything, do you think I should do this in my own channel with the playlist, or do you think it should be like a new channel? I gotta get some of this stuff off my mind. and y'all are all awesome, so I think you might enjoy, or if not, see where I was bunching that up? Notice how it's dark right here and then light right here? You gotta be careful, because it's a perfect blend. If you overlap it anywhere, obviously you're not gonna have the same color. So I'll bunch this back this way a little bit, and then I'm going to use this for my snake, and I'll be etching the details on and everything. I'm going to show you a video before it's cooked, just in case, because it's incredible and I don't want nothing to go wrong with it. And then I'll probably show like a little showcase video when it's done. Once again, I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you. Thank you for being patient. It'll be real soon, and I'll show you some more. Thank you.